Alright, today let's understand the concept of branching and merging. So I am in the repository now git test. So if you haven't created, please create one public repository git test for this tutorial. So you need to copy the URL for the cloning just like we have done previously. Now let me go back to the command. So here I am in the command. The cloning the repository command goes the git clone, right? Let me copy this and paste it in the command prompt. So I'm in the command prompt now. Let me press Ctrl V. Let me hit enter. And there we go. It's 100%. So let me explain. So git clone command downloads all files and history, right? Next, let's get into this directory which is created git test on our computer. So I'll type cd git test. So I'm inside the repository in short, or in the directory or folder, whatever we can call it. Now let's check the status and the branches. So how do we check the status? The command is simple. It called git status. So it says your branch is up to date. Looks good. Nothing to commit. Working tree clean. Looks good now. So now let's list the branch. How do we list all the branch? The command is git branch flag a. Let's type git branch flag a, and there we go. So git branch flag a list all branches, both local and remote, so we can see what's available. So this looks good to us. Now let's create and switch to a new branch. I have already written the command for you. So in order to create and switch to new branch, the command is git checkout. Please note the flag here. It's B, flag B, right? So git checkout, then feature readme update. So let me copy this. I'll explain you in a while. Now let me paste this. I'll hit enter. So it says switch to a new branch. So basically this command creates a new branch called feature/readme update, and it immediately switches us to it. It says, if you look, switch to new branch, right? So upon firing, it immediately switches to it. So branches let us work on features separately without disturbing the main branch. If you look here, right, we have the main, origin, these things, right? We don't, as a just like a tree, we don't want to disturb the main branch. We want to work on the side branches, right? New branches, the supplementary ones. So that's what we are doing. So now let's edit a file. So here the command goes echo this, it will append into a readme file. I'll copy this and paste in the cmd. I'll explain you. Let me hit enter. All right, it's done. So basically this command creates a this will append a line to the readme file. The file name is readme.md, right? This will simulate making a change in our feature branch, right? So this looks good. Now in order to like add it to the stage, we know the command is git add. So the command is git add, then the readme file, whatever we have just now echoed here. I'll paste this, and now we are good. So we have git add. Basically we know that stages the modified file, preparing it for the commit. So next step definitely is the commit after the add. Let's copy paste the command. I have done the homework for you already. Git command flag m, then the message, right? Let's paste it. Let's hit enter. So this looks good. One file change, one insertion, right? So commit, we know, is a familiar command which saves the changes into the branches history with a descriptive message. The message is here: add to the branch demo to the note to the readme. Looks good. Now next step is to push the branch to GitHub, right? Because we are working locally, right? This is on my C drive local computer. So let's hit the command, right? So in order to push the branch to the GitHub, the command goes git push flag u origin, then the feature readme update. Let's fire this in the CMD. Let's now hit enter, and there we go. So now let me explain what it does. So basically, if you look at this command git push flag u origin, right? So this command uploads our new branch and it commits to GitHub. The flag u sets up tracking, so future pushes and pulls know which remote branch to sync with. So this looks good. Now we are good. So if we now note in the front end or the GitHub, here we have the something compare and pull request. So whatever command we are doing, we can directly do using the front end as well, right? Without writing the codes, whatever we'll be writing next for the merging locally into the main, right? So I'll show you one by one. So let's finish the command part. I'll go to the CMD. So the merge command here, like here we can use the PR merge, whatever I'm saying, right? And we can open a pull request and merge using clicks of button. But let's do the command way, because we are trying to get into the commands, right? Into the developer mode now. So let's first use the git checkout main. Let me copy this and paste this. Now let's hit enter and see what happens. I'll go down and it says switch to branch main. So let me explain what this command is, git checkout main. So it will basically switch back to the main branch. That's what it's done, right? If you read the statement, what it has done, switch to the branch main, right? That's what we have done. We have switched back to the main branch. Now we need to fire the pull command, right? Let's fire the pull. Let me copy this, git pull origin main. Let me paste this, git pull origin main. So this looks good. So then what we have done, we pull the latest updates from GitHub to make sure our local main is current. So here it looks good, right? Already up to date, it says. Now we'll fire the git merge command. So git merge command, I have done the homework for you. So let's copy this. Let's paste it and hit enter. So it says merge made by, so it's done one file changes. So this looks good. So if there are any conflicts, right, we can do it manually. It will be like git add dot, right? Then we'll, after the add, definitely we'll be committing it. I'll explain why I'm doing it. So it says nothing to commit. So we are good. So I'm doing it because for now I'm the only programmer here. I know there will be nothing to, there will be no conflicts. But in real life, when we are working in a team, 4 to 5 people are working on same code, then we might face trouble. So that's why I have done this. So if git reports conflicts, we manually edit the files to resolve them. Then we stage the resolved files with git add, what I have done, and commit to finalize the merge. So that's what it goes. So once the conflict are resolved, we need to push the merge main back to the GitHub. So let's fire the command. So this is the command, git push origin main. Let's paste this and hit enter. And there we go. So for you, it might need to ask about authentication as well, right? If it asks, it will be opening in a new browser, new window. Please authenticate GitHub and like authorize it to do the changes, right? For me, since I've already logged in, I'm not facing that problem for now. So this looks good. If you look here, writing objects is 100%. Now let's delete the future branch which we have created, that is future slash readme update previously, right? We have created. So let's delete it. I have this is an optional step, right? Definitely. So this we have created, remember, feature readme update. So we will delete this. So once the branch is merged, we can clean it up. So git branch flag d deletes the local branch, right? Let's hit enter. So this looks good. It says deleted branch, right? Now let's move to the next command, that is git push origin. So here we go. Let's write it. The command is almost similar: git push origin delete, then feature readme update. That is the same, right? Let's hit enter now, and there we go. So basically, git push origin delete removes it from GitHub. So that's what it shows, right? The URL, it says deleted feature update, right? So that's what it goes with respect to the programmatic or the developer mode view. That is, we have fired the command, but there is an easy way out as well. And the easy way, if you look here in the front end, let me refresh this, and there we go. It's gone now, right? Because it was showing the pull request and all, the click of a button. So for now, let's avoid this. You can also do the same using the click of a button to add a pull request, right? And then merge. So here a pull request is there, if you see. So for now, in the interest of time, we'll wrap up this using the programmatic, like what we have done today. That is, we have used the features of branching and merging, how it is done programmatically, right? So thank you so much. Let's meet in our next lecture.